Alternative music is something that is kind of, well, it was obviously a major product of the 90s, very much so. And one of those bands was a band that kind of become rather obscure until obviously YouTube and everybody got very nostalgic for it. And I had first only heard about this band from a Beavis and Butthead episode. The band that you're hearing now, hopefully you can hear it well enough. The audio, I imagine, is very, very fucked up because my webcam sucks. And that band is Greta. They only existed for a couple of years and only managed to put out 2 albums. I imagine they obviously must have had a little bit of a following with their first album. The follow-up really didn't measure up, and obviously so. Their first album, No Biting, was a major mix of a lot of alternative, rock, heavy, a little bit of speed, a little bit of punk, but also it had a lot of acoustic in it too. It had that really good, proper mix of good music and good lyrics and good beats. And it was a pretty all around really good album. You know, it sounded, very much like they were experimenting, trying to figure out who they were. And with that, I think they made a damn good album. And there's quite a few tracks on here that I thoroughly enjoyed. Fathom was obviously the track that got me interested in them. So, and I managed to get this off of Amazon for probably about no more than $10 or so. So if you can find this for around that, pick it up. It's good. Their follow-up, however, this is Greta, released in 1995. I believe their first album came out in 93. Yeah, 1993. 1995. Greta, this is Greta. It's not really very interesting. I mean, it's good as far as music goes, but it's kind of just the same thing again and again. There's no mixture. There's no changing up between tracks. Like you'll start off with a song that's very acoustic heavy, and then we'll go into a little bit of rock and heavy, and then you'll get a song that's just pure rock, and then you'll get another song that's just pure acoustic. And then you'll go to something that's rock, and then heavy, and then punkish. This one is just one type. It's a lot of acoustic. It's soft rock, basically, is all this entire album is. It's soft rock. There's no real punch to it. There's no energy to it. Like there is with this. And it's just not interesting. And I got this for probably about the same price. I mean, with shipping cost, of course. But there's just nothing really special about this, and it's really no wonder why after this album they disappeared and they disbanded. And it's kind of sad because I wonder if they had kept going with mixing it up like they did with No Biting, they could have been amazing. But like all good or interesting things, eventually some things change, some things move on, other things just die. There you go. Greta. If you can find the album, No Biting, and you thoroughly enjoy or love alternative music, or at least music that is able to blend in those different genres, check these guys out. That's all I got. See ya.